So today's sponsored hot topic is featuring one of Coinbase's first NFT releases. Coinbase is thrilled to announce the first in a series of collectible NFTs celebrating the art and possibility of CG design. From the eclectic mind of veteran designer Misuo and DAZ3D, the graphics studio that powered Batman Cowls, RTFKT and CloneX, comes Cubits, the first in a series of limited edition NFT releases celebrating the art and possibility of CG design. Foregoing the automated approach of algorithmically generated NFTs, each of the 500 Genesis qubits are meticulously hand designed by the artist. These colorfully emotive, playful, and expressive qubits are inspired by Yuga Labs Meebits, Lucas Zanotto's Mood Rollers, and a healthy dose of anime to instill positivity and inquisitiveness in all holders. And today we are welcoming Misoo and Kirsten from the team, and we're going to get a little bit of intel from them on the project. So welcome, Kirsten and Misoo.
Yeah. Thank you both so much for joining us today. And it's just a really special episode of so many talented folks like yourselves doing so many cool things in the space. We'd love to sort of learn a little bit more about this Genesis collection, some of the utility that you've baked into it.
Thank you. First of all, we're super, super excited to be here and super excited to be one of Coinbase's first PFP drops, not one of, but the first, but one of their first drops. Not only are we following your last guest, but we're also following Bill Murray in this drop. So it seems it seems serendipitous that both of this is happening on the show and our drop is happening Friday. I mean, who else better to follow than Bill Murray, right? As you mentioned, DAZ3D is a force in CG with a global community of AAA talent. And we've been around for 2 decades. We have a marketplace, so we sell 3D assets. As you mentioned, we've proven this with RTFK and our drops with CloneX and partnerships. And we're uniquely positioned to curate world-class collections. And this isn't just the first, there will be more. But I think we should hear a little bit more from Misoo because he is the creator and he did these all by hand. This is not a generative collection. They are all different. There's 500 of them. And as Hugh and Lisa and Brian were talking about, this also tells a story, which we love storytelling. So Misoo, do you want to give us a little bit of the background of how these little crazy cute guys came to be?
And for the viewer, I'm featuring his video here for a moment so we can see the cool background he created. You can tell us a little bit about that for the listener as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. The first thing I want to say is that I'm so honored and excited to be one of the first artists to release the NFT PFP project on Coinbase. Well, I spent a lot of time to create these little qubits, but I never thought that I can be, so luckily be chosen by Coinbase and to be able to launch the release this early, at this early age. And I'm following Bill Murray, and I know he's a famous comedian. I never saw his movies, but I know he's a big deal. So I'm super excited and honored.
Well, you know, our other guests here know Bill Murray, and maybe they can, or they're in the same sort of.
They know
tribe,
about Bill Murray. They know more about Bill Murray than the rest of us. Let's put it that way.
I will be definitely checking out his films after.
Yeah. It's well, I mean, it's just a testament, I think, to this cool concept you built out. These guys look so cool. And, you know, Coinbase is very fortunate to have you all in the mix.
Let me ask, process-wise, so obviously Coinbase is a behemoth, in the industry, and they've just kind of entered into the world of NFTs here recently. Like, what was that process like, being, courted by them or interacting with them? Like, how did that work?
Sorry, Christy, you can go.
I didn't want to cut you off. Sorry. We have created partnerships with a lot of the online bases and had a few launches, and we've been really excited to have that partnership with Coinbase and create that relationship. And I mean, how many have they had released? Not many. And we're coming in as the first PFP collection.
Yeah, so riding, off of the momentum of your previous work and successes and those partnerships, which are so important. I'd like to know, like, in terms of timeline for other folks interested in doing something like this, a collaboration with, say, Coinbase, from inception to completion, you're just about to launch. Like, what kind of time frame should people expect?
Well, I have to be honest that they came to us a couple of weeks ago and we said we have a spot earlier. So can you guys launch on Friday? We'd really, really like this to happen. And we were all set and ready to go. So here we are.
Wow, that's super quick.
It's really quick.
That's like the UFC fighter that just decides to get in the ring with no notice. When you get the opportunity, you just grab it by the reins and just get it done, right?
Yeah, and they've been such a great partner and really, really supportive in creating the launch and supporting us in how it's going to happen. And yeah, it's been awesome.
And let's touch on utility, here over time. Like, so what elements should we expect as we think about the roadmap? Like, how will this evolve? What kind of ideas do you have here, for the future?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure. So I'm asking about utility in the future. Like, how do you think about utility as it pertains to this project? What's on the roadmap? What are the opportunities going forward?
Well, we have a lot of things up our sleeve. The roadmap, this is definitely not the first thing that we are going to release. And we have some, possible bonuses to people. The price is set at 0.07 ETH. So that's, I think, pretty attainable for most people. Yeah.
Amazing. So accessible price point, which is great. Sounds like a good number of, connections to your other projects. I guess that's one of the benefits of launching several successful projects, is the ability to intersect them in different and interesting ways as you take individual communities and bring them together into a global community. Really, we were talking earlier about just the meta purpose of projects and trying to get people into the space, tapping into the fun. Right now, we were just talking about gaming before, but just how do we attract more people into the space? And I'm curious, in terms of building community, like, what are you guys doing on that front to bring people that maybe this is their first NFT into the space?
Well, we have the Discord channels and Twitter, and we have done this before. We have a huge creator artist network. We have almost 1,000 artists who sell on our store, and we're really hoping that helping back Misoo's project, we can do the same for future artists and really give them the opportunity to get in the space and showcase their work and really be able to represent not only our community, but bring others into the space. And we have someone from almost every country. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, wow, that is amazing. And if people want to, follow it, follow the drop, follow everything that's happening, where should they go to follow the progress of the project?
They can find us on Twitter, okay, and they can also the Misoo and in Discord, I believe.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we're excited about this drop, and our listeners should be too, because you guys have decided generously to give away 2 NFTs. So thank you very much for that. We really appreciate it. And we'll share some exciting details about that contest on social. So listeners can check out social to get all the deets there.
Yes, definitely. Please.
Amazing stuff. All right, Cubits first PFP drop on Coinbase. Exciting. Congratulations on that. Just one of the first few ever. Anything else before we break out here?
No, I just want to remind everyone that we are the partners with RTFK, with Artifact and CloneX, and also Batman. So if anyone wants to check those out, the Cowls were released, all crazy stories. They look amazing. But yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us, Krista, Misoo. Thank you.
We own the Cowls, by the way. Yeah. Nice job. We own the Cowls. He was such a huge Batman fan. The second I was like, I'm buying you an NFT. This is your very first NFT. That was his very first NFT.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
It wasn't a stoner cat. It was a Bat Cow.
There you go. And yeah, I mean, these are both revolutionary projects that you guys were part of. Warner Brothers, we're fortunate to have them at NFT LA announcing that project. And what Artifact has done for the space has been absolutely incredible, and has made a lot of my friends very happy with collecting NFTs. So yeah, congrats on all of your achievements so far and this next step on your journey.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And thank you again. We're really, really excited to be the first PFP launch on Coinbase.
Yeah, thank you
Congrats.
very much. Thank you
All right.
very much.
Thanks for
the
joining,
opportunity.
y'all. We'll talk soon.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.